Hey guys, so I am in tropical and sunny Thailand as you can see, and it is hot as heck over here, but I'm definitely not complaining. The sunshine is definitely very welcomed. I'm actually here visiting a friend, and she has shown me all of like the floating markets and the wet markets and the night markets and really all of these amazing food markets that Thailand has. And obviously the thing that gets me is always going to be dessert. So I thought that I would show you guys basically some of the yummy desserts that I've had around Thailand, and they are not all vegan, but definitely there's some ideas over there of turning some of these eventually to vegan. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy exploring these desserts with me. Okay, so let's get the obvious one out of the way. Mango sticky rice. There is a really famous shop called May Varies Fruit Shop in Thong Lo that is supposed to make some of the best, and indeed it was pretty darn good. I think half of it is just to have really good and ripe mangoes, but the other half is that I think they steam the sticky rice differently so that each of the individual kernels are actually not like stuck together, and you can kind of taste the difference in that. What I'm featuring here is the multicolored sticky rice that I had at the floating markets, and they actually color it naturally with this purple pea flower, which I've brought some home for, roselle, which is hibiscus, and then I think that they do something cool with the pandan too. So definitely a dessert that does not disappoint. The next amazing treat are these filled rotis. Now I had this down in Phuket, but they had it throughout Bangkok as well, and it's just this thin piece of dough that they stretch out, and they fill it with anything that you want. It could be peanut butter, it could be chocolate, it could be bananas, and then they put it onto this flat top and they grill it with a little bit of butter, so the dough gets kind of nice and crunchy. The center is nice and gooey from whatever filling is on the inside, and then they usually will top it off with a drizzling of condensed milk and cut it up into squares, and then you can have it as this snack food as you are walking along. Oh, I mean, it's really only dough and chocolate and butter, right? So good. These next ones are crunchy little Thai crepes, and I was so excited to try them. I had seen them in food guides before, and they definitely did not disappoint. Like I said before, they're crunchy and sweet on the outside, and then there is a layer of meringue, so it's kind of like marshmallows in the middle, and then they top it off with either little strands of egg yolk, or also I've seen them do it with coconut strands as well, which I really like. And sometimes you'll see kind of like a darker orange color to some of them, and it is actually tom yum flavored. So it's a little bit savory, but it's also still super sweet. And I saw these really throughout the streets everywhere. So a very common street food, super good. Now, I cannot mention street desserts without mentioning these fruit stands. Sure, it's super simple, but for about 20, 30, 40 baht, you can get fresh papaya, fresh mangoes, fresh watermelons, and sometimes they'll serve it with this seasoning salt, and it's just such a thirst quencher in such a hot environment. The next dessert that I have are these super chewy pandan coconutty flowers, and they're grilled in this like floury grill pan, so it's actually a little bit crunchy on the bottom, and it's nice and chewy in the center, but not too chewy that it becomes annoying to eat. And I at first thought that, oh, I know how this is going to taste, but it actually tasted so much better, so much more coconutty than I had thought, and it's definitely a very nice treat. Next dessert I had at JJ Market, and they're super simple. They are fried sweet bananas, and I want to say that these were a little bit more crunchy than I was used to. Like usually you have like a nice light batter with bananas, but actually this kind of reminded me of like fried chicken with bananas, so I kind of very much enjoyed it. And it was so cute because there was this granddaughter that was working with her grandfather, and she was the one that kind of really handled the customers and even knew how much change to give. So very, very cool and humbling sight to see. So I went to one of the largest fruit markets in the world, which happened to be in Bangkok, and in there was this bakery that carried a lot of these cute little sweets, and this coconut cream pudding was something that I just inhaled. Like, it was creamy, it was rich, and it was just perfect. And I ended up buying a lot of these little sweets here and there. So some of them had like coconut sticky rice on the bottom, some of them had like kind of like a sago jelly along with some coconut pudding up top. So it was just like different mixes. You can see there's actually like pork floss, some of it is actually caramelized coconut with some of that blue pea flour colored rice on the bottom, and they were just all in these really pretty, I think they're like pandan leaf cups, and they were absolutely delicious. My next dessert are these cotton candy crepes, and I didn't get good photos for them because I was visiting a temple, but my friend got them for me, and they're just, you know, really thin crepes that are wrapped around essentially cotton candy. There's not too much flavor. I think there's like pandan or whatnot, but surprisingly for something so simple, it's really just sugar and dough, right? It was so, so good. You guys getting tired yet? Don't get tired. I have a couple more left. So one of the things that I love, I think, is more like Chinese inspired, and they're kind of these dessert soups. So it can be a mix of like beans, it can be a mix of grass jelly, coconut, todi palm, whatever. And so this is one that I had down in Phuket, and there was just these like huge vats of it could be like sugar syrup, longan syrup, or just like milk or coconut milk, and they would put ice along with just like whatever you wanted in there. And it was pretty cool because for the people that wanted it to go, they would have it in the bags as well. So one of the more known ingredients are these green noodles, and they're made from actually limestone and some pandan. So it's like an interesting alkaline flavor, and it's very fragrant and chewy, and it's definitely a must try. Along the same lines, there was this place called Sweet Circle, which actually started off in Chinatown, and they are really known for these sesame-filled dumplings. I actually filled them up with taro as well, but it's like lava-filled sesame dumplings, and they're very similar to the Chinese ones, only the syrup that they have here is like super, super gingery, so be warned. So this next one is actually pretty cool. It's grilled purple rice cakes, and I found it up north in Chiang Rai, which is not really a touristy destination yet, and there were a lot of tribal people there, so this could be more of a traditional kind of sweets that way, because I definitely didn't see it in Bangkok. And it's grilled, so it has that nice kind of like charcoaly flavor, and they will fill it with like coconut and sugar, and it's very simple, and it kind of puffs up like that, and it's nice and stretchy and chewy. Okay, so going a little quicker, I have to mention Khanom Kroks, which are these grilled kind of coconut cups. So they're crispy on the outside. Sometimes they'll fill them with corn or whatnot, and then they mush them together like that. Very famous, very popular. And I went to eat Thai for that, which is kind of like an amalgamation of street food that is inside a really nice mall. So you guys definitely have to visit that. Eat Thai, a bunch of different food, and it's just so, so fun there. Let's see, I need to mention that I had these custard cakes that were super good. That, and like this was another iteration of it, and they're all steamed, so it's just super moist and creamy on the inside. So then let's see what else is going on. Various egg yolk desserts. I'm not a big egg yolk fan. I don't really like the taste of egg, but apparently Thailand really loves them. So their different bits are like shreds of sweetened egg yolk, and then actual egg yolk, and then sometimes I'll make the egg yolks out of flour, but into flour. And the ingredients are the same, it's just egg yolk and sugar. So if you're into that, these are more Chinese sweets. They're basically they're like kind of puff pastry-esque, and inside they'll be filled with azuki beans or sesame or taro, and they were really good as well. And then I guess finally, I had a lot more little tidbits here and there, but these are in general kind of steamed glutinous-y cakes. They're all really soft and really moist and very flavorful, so that is what I will say about these. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Thailand dessert guide. I hope to be showing you guys a lot more of my travels around here. But anyways, I will see you guys again soon. Bye!